Okay, so today's lesson is on exponential growth. We use this formula here and exponential decay. And this comes from this general formula right here, where the base, remember, if it's greater than 1, it's going to be our growth. If the base is going to be less than 1, that's where we're going to have our decay. Okay, so let's get right into it. It says you invest $600 in a savings account. The value of the account increases by 4% each year. Write an equation to model the situation. So right here, the word increases tells us we need to use the growth function here. Okay, and A is going to represent the initial amount. So in this case, our initial amount is $600. That's our investment. So we'll have y equals 600 times 1 plus, and then don't forget, when you put a percent into an equation, you need to change it to a decimal. So we divide that number by 100, and we get 0.04 raised to the x power. So in this case, y is going to represent our ending amount. And x is going to represent time, which in this case is years. So we could simplify this. We'd have a base of 1.04, which is greater than 1, so we have a growth. Okay, how much money will you have after 8 years? So we want the ending amount. That's what we're searching for. So we're going to plug in 8 in for x. Okay, so take in your calculator. 600 raised to the 8th power. So after 8 years, we'll have $821.14. Always put labels on your answers. That's the answer to that problem. How long will it take you to accumulate $6,000 in the account? Well, this is going to be our ending amount, so that's going to go in for y. It's asking for how long, so we're going to be looking for x. So starting this off, we first undo multiplying and dividing here, so we're going to divide by 600. We can cut off a couple zeros here. 60 divided by 6 is 10, so we're going to end up with okay, so to solve for x, we're going to need to take the log of both sides. Using the power property, we can move that x down front. And then solving for x, this is multiplication, so we're going to divide both sides by the log of 1.04. Okay, so taking our calculators, control log, it's going to be base 10, divided by control log, base 10 again. So it's going to take approximately 58 to 59 years. $58 to 59 years for us to get that much money in the account. It's going to take a while. Okay, let's move along. Here we have a species of fish that's declining in population by 7% each year. Population is currently 25,000. That's the currently initial amount. Write an equation. It's declining, so we're going to subtract because we want to decay. And there's your model. If the decline continues at the same rate, what will the fish population be in 8 years? So we want the ending amount here. So this base is going to be 0.93. And the ending amount after 8 years, $13,989. Sorry, I got money on my brain. This is actually, we're talking about fish. So 13,989 fish. Do not round up when you're talking about counting things. So we're going to round down. 13,989 fish. When will the fish population be cut in half? Well, we started off with 25,000. So half of 25,000 is going to be 12,500. That would be half. So when will we get to this amount? So we're solving for time. So we would do this problem just like we did the one up above. We're going to divide both sides by 25,000. So this division is going to give us 0.5. Okay. We're going to log both sides and then divide, bring the x down front and then divide by log of 0.93. So when you get to class tomorrow, please put this in your calculator and calculate x for me. Unless you can do it at home if you have a calculator that will let you do log. Okay, by 1990, you buy a car in 1990 for $12,400. The value of the car depreciates, which means to decline by 11% each year. Let's write a model. Starts out at 12,400. It's declining by 11%. Okay, and or you could write it 1 minus 0.11 is 0.89. It says estimate the value of the car in 2002. Well, this is the value in 1990. So you need to find out how many years has passed. So you take 2002, subtract 1990, okay, and you're going to get 12. So in this case, we would plug 12 in for x. and then we'll get the value of the car. So go ahead and do that one as well when you come in the room. In what year will the car be worth 1,000? So this is the ending amount. So doing the math here, we want to solve for x. So of course we divide by the a value right off the bat. And then once we solve for x, you will have to take that number and add it to 1990 to get the year. All right, so I tried to make these notes short, but we still made it to 11 minutes. I'll see you guys in class tomorrow.